I've had a lot of people ask, what do duck eggs look like? How are they different? And when I first got chickens, I didn't know. I had to look stuff up. So I thought I would show you what duck eggs look like. And in the meantime, also show you about chickens and how easy it is. Now here's our two ducks. The white one is Daphne, and the blonde one is Arthur. Arthur is a girl. You can't really tell what gender a duck is when they're a duckling, so we just guess. Arthur is laying, Daphne is not. Now Daphne's mate, Niles, was mean. He's no longer with us. We ate him. But these are our little pools that we clean out every week. And as you can see, ducks are very messy. And the chickens enjoy the water, but if they get in it, they will drown. So you do have to be careful. We've lost 2. We had 2 that drowned. I don't know if they can't figure it out or what. That's our little Nazi chicken. If I can get a good picture of him. When he walks, he puts his little feet out, funny like. Okay, so we'll come back out and check him later. But we'll go look at the coop. Now most people do not have a coop as rigorous as ours. This building was here when we bought the place. It was in good condition structurally, but the inside was just deplorable. Hopefully you can see. We have, of course, we have some good wire going on there so that nothing can get in to hurt them. And there is wire in the door part. You probably just can't see it for the sun. And we have black plastic up because when it gets very, very cold, the chickens can have problems. Now the floor was originally OSB, and it was just, I don't think they ever cleaned it out. They just kept putting wood on top. And so we had this horrible lasagna of poop and wood that you can see in one of my first blogs. So we poured concrete. We cleaned all that out, poured concrete, tore out a lot, and fixed it up a lot better. Now, any cubby hole will work. As you can see, there's a hen. Hello, hen. Are you laying me an egg? Thank you. And we have far more chickens than we have egg laying places, but they lay all over the place. And here's another spot they've been laying in lately, which, yep, there's some eggs. We get them every day, and there's nothing there today. Those are our 2 condos. This is the duck nest, which I will try to get the eggs out. And as you can see, duck eggs are really disgusting. Ducks are really disgusting. They have to be the messiest creatures I have ever encountered in my life. I will wash those off. That's gross. But they're not fertile because we got rid of the drake, and so they will have to be eaten. This is where we keep the food. We do free range, but we do want them to have a steady diet. We don't want them to be malnourished. It's extremely difficult to get organic. We do try to make sure it says no animal byproducts. But they have free reign to eat all of that they need. And so it has everything that they really need nourishing. Now this looks horrible. I clean this every week. Every week. And this is where the 2 before is there that they sit on. You do not want metal. If you put metal, when it gets freezing, if you live in Florida, it's probably not an issue, but here, when it gets really cold, Their feet can freeze to the metal. And I don't think I have to tell you how horrible that would be. This is what we used to feed them with. And we don't keep too much food in there. And every night I put it in that gallon drum. And the reason is, see those black things right there? There's rat poop. And we have done everything we can. We shoot them. We try to trap them. So every night when we put them up, we put the feeder in the barrel, and it keeps the rats at least from eating the food. Rats can eat baby chicks, so when the chicks are baby small, we keep them in a dog kennel like that with their mother, whatever hen happens to be brooding them, and that protects them. We have lost one that we have kept in the kennel like that with no sign at all as to what happened. We think it may have been maybe a rat pulled it through. They'll reach in and grab and pull it out. Or maybe a snake. We don't know what happened. It's rather disturbing. This is the hay we use. We'll probably use one round bale a year or less for them. So that is pretty much it. Oh wait. I will show you the difference between the chicken egg and the duck egg. Now, chicken eggs in and of themselves are perfectly fine to leave outside of the fridge for, I don't know, a week. The problem is the ones you get, see how much cleaner they are? The ones you get from the store, and then this is the duck egg. Sorry, I'm not getting a good visual here. I'm trying to do two things at once. You can see the difference. And the duck egg is whiter, and if I were to put that next to a white chicken egg, it does have a different hue. I'm going to get out in the sunlight and see a difference. When you get the eggs from the store, they've been washed. An eggshell is porous, and it will absorb the bacteria from the poo. And so when we take these duck eggs and wash them, I will have to put them in the fridge. And if they don't wash off enough for my taste, I will feed them to the dogs or something. And before you say, how disgusting this egg is, you've never been to where they raise chickens for eggs. Trust me, this is much, much better. And not to mention a little bit of trace bacteria every now and then can actually help build your immunity to the really bad stuff. So anyway, our chickens go out and they really enjoy messing with the cow fields. As you can see, that's where they are now. They really, well, not quite, but they really enjoy going down the cow fields. So let's say hello to the ducks real quick. Hello, ducks. Thank you for my eggs. Thank you for my eggs. Yeah. You gonna walk away from me now? Yep. They're not very friendly. They're kind of scared of you. Since this one egg is just abhorrently disgusting, we are going to crack it open into the doggy dish, which, if you'll give me a minute, I will do that. I left shell in there, but as you can see, I mean, it looks very similar to a chicken egg. It is a little darker, but that is not because it is a duck egg. It's because we free range. Now, I will open the chicken egg and show you what the difference is. Now, the lighter one, of course, it's smaller. It's for a chicken, not a duck. If I can get over better light. And yeah, I already have dogs waiting impatiently. It is lighter. That means that that chicken has eaten more feed. The darker the yolk, the more free range, the more bugs they have eaten, the more grass they have eaten. When they eat too much feed, it gets real light like that. But you will notice in the store, it's almost runny. But you can tell from this, get a fork. this, if I can do this, this is very thick, and this is not, you can see this is going out of focus. You can see this is very held together. It's very thick. It's not separated. It's not runny. Neither is the duck egg. Now the duck egg did freeze. It did get too cold for it last night. If you do not get your eggs and it gets too cold outside, it will freeze. Maya, Gizmo. But so you do, if it's, be sure you get your eggs every day. If they're fertile eggs, if you have a rooster, which we do, the eggs will start to mature if it's too hot outside, if it's the heat of summer, and they will start to they will freeze. I've had them bust shells if you don't get them in time. In fact, if it's really cold out like we had this winter, you have to go out and get them in the morning, afternoon, and evening if they're laying, because of that. So now you have seen the difference between a chicken egg and a duck egg.